What is up, Karatics? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for December 10th through December 18th, 2024. So, of course, the Agents of Sabotage DLC has officially released today, December 10th, featuring the new Garment Factory business, updated customization for the Terabyte, and 6 new vehicles for Day 1 content, which are the Banshee GTS, which is free for GTA Plus members, the Jester RRY body, which sadly has no visual customization, don't buy that one, plus the Chavos V6, the Terminus police vehicle, the Caracara police vehicle, and the police boat, which is the free community heist challenge reward until December 15th, or if you buy it after that, it will cost you $3.8 million, which is nuts for a 2013 Pegasus vehicle. Plus, there are 9 drip feed vehicles coming, which I made a video covering them in detail if you guys want to check that out. Plus, the Amani Tech Missile Lock-On Jammer is now available for 50 vehicles, which is insane. So you can see the list here on the right. Plus, a lot of the cars in here were removed website cars that have been added back to the website, so we're not sure if this was intentional or not, but I guess we'll find out next week when the next event week drops. Anyways, the current prize right for this week is the Enos Jubilee. It's primarily based on the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and it normally costs about $1.6 million or about $1.2 million for its trade price. To get it for free this week, you have to get top 3 in an LS Car Meet Series race for 3 days in a row. In regards to performance, in the SUVs class, it is a top 10 performing vehicle, not including HSW. It has some decent customization and Amani tech. However, it unfortunately has the generic 2013 SUV interior, which isn't very ideal on a Rolls-Royce based car. Continuing to the test ride vehicles, we have the Zaruso, the Hot Rod Blazer, and the 770, and all of these except for the Zaruso are website vehicles, so definitely make sure to pick them up this week if you don't already own them. And for current gen console users, we have the brand new Banshee GTS as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to casino podium vehicle, we have the Cinquemila. It's primarily based on the 6th generation Maserati Quattroporte, and has a normal price of about $1.7 million. It's in the sedans class and is one of the fastest cars in that class alongside the Schafter V12 and the Reinhardt, so definitely worth trying to win off the podium this week. In terms of the dealership cars and luxury autos, we have the new Banshee GTS and the Jester RRY body. Make sure to get the Banshee from here if you want to get the stock black wheels. Continuing to Simeons, we have the new Chavos V6, the Contender, the Retinue, the Swinger, and the Deviant, and all of these except the new Chavos are remove website vehicles, so definitely make sure to pick them up this week if you don't already own them. Moving on to the discounts, in terms of property discounts, we have 30% off the most expensive version of every single property in the game, which is nuts. This is the first time Rockstar has ever done something this crazy, and I wonder why they decided to do this now during a DLC week. Very strange. I don't know if they're trying to get people to spend all their money or what, but that's pretty insane. Now, the upgrades are not on sale. It is only the base price of the properties themselves. Plus, we also have 20% off the base price of the Terabyte. Continuing to the vehicle discounts, we have a ton of vehicles on sale this week, so I'm not going to cover every single one in detail, but I will be commenting on some of the more notable ones. So, starting off in the test ride, we have 30% off the 770, which again is our website car. Next up in Simeons, we have 30% off the regular Retinue, again our website car as well. Moving along to the Legendary Motorsport website, we have 30% off the Pipistrello, the Comet S2 Cabrio, the regular Comet S2, the Jester RR, the Tygon, the Zaruso, the Krieger, which is one of the best non-HSW supercars in the game for performance, the Neo, the S80RR, the Comet SR, the Cyclone, the XA21, which is my favorite car in the game, and the RE7B. Moving on to the San Andreas website, we have 30% off the Vigero ZX. So this one is the fastest HSW car for muscle car class races, and it has great customization as well, highly recommend. Plus 30% off the Fudo GTX, and the Eudora as well. And lastly, onto the Warstock website, we have 30% off the JB700W. So, wow, an insane amount of discounts. It almost feels like Black Friday again. That's very strange. Anyway, moving along to the gun, we follow-up is available this week, and 30% off the homing launcher. Plus, GTA Plus members get early access to the new El Strickler rifle a month early. I don't really agree with the paid early access stuff, but it is what it is. Either way, the gun is nowhere near as good as the Special Carbine Mark II and some of the other top rifles, so I guess you guys really aren't missing out on much if you don't have GTA Plus. Anyway, for Double Money, we have Double Money NRP on the Adversary Mode stockpile. And that's sadly the only Double Money we have this week, but that's to be expected during a DLC week, although the discounts were not expected, but I guess Rockstar really wants us to spend our money. Anyway, for the weekly challenge, if you complete 2 of the finales in the new Garment Factory business, which are called FIB files, you'll get 100k. Continuing to the weekly vehicle robberies from the Salvage Yard business, again, these only change once per event week. We have the McTony robbery with the Seminole Frontier, the Duggan robbery with the Coquette Blackfin, and the Gangbanger robbery with the Jubilee, and sadly none of these are claimable this week. And lastly, for the time trials, this week's normal time trial is LSIA. I recommend a car with a high top speed or quick bike for this one. For the premium race, we have the Supercar Race Downtown Underground. I highly recommend the Emerus, Krieg, or Turismo Maggio for this race. And if you're on current gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Weaponized Ignis. And lastly, for current gen console users, the HSW time trial is Del Perro Beach. As always, the HSW Haka2 Dragway, the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, I'm going to have to go with the X821. It's my favorite car in the game, and it's one of the 50 cars that now offers the Amani Tech Missile Lock-On Jammer, which makes it even better. However, it's back on the website, which I guess is great, but some could argue it also makes it a little less special now. Anyways, guys, overall, this event week I would say is very good considering it's a DLC week. Every time a DLC releases, the event weeks are typically pretty terrible. That's to be expected, but this is above average, even by normal event week standards. Now, Double Money obviously isn't that great, so that's going to hold it back a lot. Only stockpile Adversary War on Double Money. But 20 vehicles on sale, and the most expensive version of every property in-game on sale as well. It almost feels like a Black Friday sale or something. I'm going to have to give this week a solid 7 out of 10. It definitely would have been a lot higher if we would have had slightly better Double Money, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. But yeah, in regards to the actual business of this DLC, the Garment Factory, I think it's pretty fairly priced considering it includes all the upgrades in it. 2.3 mil, that's not bad at all. That's half the price of a cop car that you're never going to use. And you know, it actually has some usefulness to it. You can put the terabyte in there, some new upgrades. You have the fast traveling thing in the garage. And you know, it has some missions that with some payouts that obviously are going to be nowhere near as good as Kaio, but I mean, at least they're there and there's something fun and different to do. Now, where this DLC is definitely lacking is in terms of the day one content for cars. Technically, we only got, 2 actual new cars, because the other vehicles were just reskins of existing cars. The Jester are wide body, having no customization whatsoever. The Terminus and the Car are just being police vehicles. So really, it was only the Chavos and the new Banshee so far for day one. So I know there's a lot of anticipation from the drip feed content. We definitely need it because the day one content for the car community, other than the Banshee, is it's a bit lackluster. But again, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.